Hi, welcome to Saturn Saturday Listening. Today is the seventh episode of our Saturn, and today we will be talking about how to cope with changes. According to verywellmind.com, change is an inevitable part of life. But knowing that doesn't mean dealing with change is easy. Finding ways to accept and cope can make this transition smoother and less troubling. The change we're talking about here is universal. It can be the change of moving into a new house, new school, or simply the change of conditions. Change requires adjustments. Sometimes, this can be small things like finding a new way to do something or adding a new step to some of your daily routines. In other cases, you might find that change introduces significant disruptions to the way you live your life. This can create stress or feeling of anxiety in some cases. This doesn't mean change is always bad, but even good changes you're excited about can be stress-inducing. Things might not have been perfect before, but you may have been comfortable in your previous state of equilibrium. You had a routine, you knew what to expect, so you weren't thrown off by surprises or unexpected challenges. And as change happens, your routines are disrupted. You suddenly have to adapt as you're pushed further and further out of your comfort zone. Having strategies to cope can help you become more resilient to adapt to the transitions in your life. You might not be able to stop changes from happening, but you can take greater control of how you respond. Fortunately, there are steps you can take when dealing with change to help make those adjustments easier.
The first one is to prepare yourself. Change often happens when you don't expect it, so keeping an eye on the future that preparing yourself, at least mentally, might be helpful. Spend some time thinking about events that are coming up in the future that may lead to change or disruptions. Preparing yourself and taking proactive steps toward dealing with changes is a better way to take control and feel empowered.
Second, change how you think. The way you think about change plays a major role in determining how well you deal with it. Automatic negative thinking patterns can undermine your ability to focus on the positive. When negative thoughts bog you down, it is more challenging to have faith in your coping abilities. Negative thinking patterns make it more difficult to deal with change. Shifting your mindset to be more positive and hopeful can help you feel more resilient and capable.
Third, maintain routines. When the world is changing all around you, holding on to some sense of normalcy can be a useful way to minimize stress and find comfort. Research has found that maintaining routines can help people get a better handle on symptoms of stress and anxiety. Simple things like going to bed and waking up at the same time each morning can provide you with a sense of structure, even if it feels like other areas of your life are less predictable.
Other activities you might want to incorporate into your daily routine that may help your mental well being during times of transition include getting regular physical activity, eating healthy meals, getting plenty of rest each night, creating realistic daily goals, carving out moments for relaxation techniques like mindfulness or deep breathing. The routine that works for you depends on your own situation and needs. Think about the habits and daily activities that bring you comfort and peace and try to work some of those into your day, even if you are dealing with difficult or dramatic shifts in your life.
The fourth or the last one is find social support. Social support is essential for mental well being, but this can be particularly true when dealing with change. Friends, loved ones, and other social connections can provide support in various ways when you're dealing with changes in your life. Ways you can benefit include gaining emotional support, such as friends and loved ones can listen and provide empathy and comfort, and encouragement, information, and tangible support. It is important to remember that other people might not be able to recognize your need for a specific type of support. In many cases, asking for the kind of support you need is a great place to start. For example, you might call a friend and ask if they have time to talk about what you're experiencing. Being specific and making a direct request can help ensure that you get the help that you need. Okay, then, there are some tips on how to cope with changes in your life. We really hope it could help you to cope with any changes you're facing at the moment. And I guess that's all for today's episode. Oh, by the way, if this is going to be our last episode of our Saturn, so we really thank you all our listeners and viewers for every kind of appreciation you've shown us. It's been a great time sharing all the words with you all. Thank you for always taking the time to listen to our podcast. We just hope everything we've shared here can at least useful for you, our beloved listeners. Just as usual, while you guys here, you can leave a like, comment down below if you have something to say to us, and our Spotify will be linked down below. That's all. We're from Saturn Crew. Bye for now.